Good morning, Lakers.
Report small, the is and.
And this is the Small Report.
While I am not 411, I am filling in for Abby this week.
On November 2nd, two states held their 2021 gubernatorial elections.
And while not all final results are in, the data is very interesting.
In Virginia, Glenn Youngkin defeated Democrat Terry McAuliffe in a 2% lead, shifting the state 10 points to the right from the 2020 presidential election results in the state.
This is the first time that a Republican has led the state since 2014.
Next, in New Jersey, incumbent Democrat Phil Murphy and Republican Jack Ciattarelli are locked in a close race, with Murphy currently leading
by 0.3%.
Yes, which is about 7,000 votes.
Although this race isn't called yet, most remaining uncounted votes reside in typically Democratic-leaning counties.
If Murphy does win re-election, it will be the first re-election of a Democratic governor in the state of New Jersey since 1977.
Next up is some interesting news from the U.S. House of Representatives.
Democratic Senator from West Virginia, Joe Manchin, has indicated that he will not support Joe Biden's $1.75 trillion spending bill.
This bill includes $555 billion allocated to clean energy and fighting climate change, $400 billion for pre-K education, $200 billion for child tax credits, a combined $300 billion for housing and home care, and $100 billion for immigration.
Manchin cites shell games and budget gimmicks as his reason for lack of support and called for a vote rather than continued discussions of the bill.
This would be a devastating blow to President Biden's approval rating, as several of his campaign promises are included in this bill.
And now for a new segment is world events correspondent Wyatt Odisho.
Good morning, Lakers. Today we're going to be going to Ethiopia. On November 3rd, 2020, the Tigray War, the civil war between the government and the Tigray People's Liberation Front, began. Today, a year later, the TPLF is getting close to the capital of Addis Ababa, and the government has declared a state of emergency. Citizens have been called to arm themselves and defend the capital. The UN has released a report that the brutality committed by both sides in the war may amount to crimes against humanity. This has been Wyatt with your World News Report.
Thank you for watching the Small Report.
See you next time, and make sure to connect with us on social media at WB Small Report.